Hey everybody, it's Rick OShay playing MPQ Marvel Puzzle Quest. Thanks for jumping on again. It's a big weekend. We've got the Civil War boss event with Team Cap or Team Iron Man for your alliance to choose and play along against the enemy bosses. It's a lot of fun. My alliance has been done for a little bit, but I saved my last few clears to do on a video. So let's jump into the action. It should be pretty fun. We'll run through Team Cap a couple of times to get through personal progression, and the rewards there are legendary tokens if you can get through it all the way on your own. And also your alliance gets legendaries for beating the total points needed as a whole. We also have a lot of tokens to pull again, and I've been doing too many of those videos alone, so we're trying to get some gameplay in here today. Might have time for some PvP at the end of this, and then we're going to come back to do draws from the Worthy Challengers Vault in a little bit, where we can earn covers for the brand new 5-star character Beta Ray Bill. We're also going to try to get a couple of covers on Thor, and of course Hela. If we get some on her, that's just great. We've got the 2 alliance tokens there. We're going to earn the individual ones as we go. So that's probably going to be a separate video from this one to keep this all Civil War related. Let's get into the action. By the way, we have to do Crash of the Titans with Spider-Ham too. We'll see if we fit it in this one or the next video. Alright, so right now the boss node is locked. It's available in a few hours, or you play a side node to get it open. We'll jump into this Hawkeye battle for 8,400 points. It's a couple of 3 stars and a 1-star character, but they are well boosted above their normal levels up to 477. And we have to use an essential character of Hawkeye. Let's check it out. So the 5-star character makes a whole lot of sense here. And if you have him to be able to play, you could also scroll down and get your 3-star Hawkeye. Is also boosted for the event. Right there, we could put him in at the bottom corner of the character area. But what I find interesting is that they didn't boost Ronin Hawkeye for this event. I was hoping to see that he would have been boosted up, but didn't make the cut. Let's jump in with 5-star Hawkeye. We're going to also play with Blade. He plays pretty well with Hawkeye if you want him to use the red passively, automatically. And then Agent Coulson is just great with Hawkeye in general for the countdown effects and free AP generation you earn, but it just so happens he has exactly opposite colors of Blade. Let's go. See if we can win without boosting any of our AP. Now, check it out. The enemies are boosted to tremendous levels and have a bunch more health than they usually have. She-Hulk is extremely dangerous with her inexpensive green ability, where she can just remove or scream away a whole bunch of our AP we're working hard to build up. So we're going to target her first. Alright, so probably going to make a real priority out of blue and red. Red first. We can build up for Blade. And as we get... There's a double combo here. As we get our blue abilities played, it'll put countdowns on the board. And whenever a countdown resolves, Hawkeye earns red and blue AP for free. Whenever a countdown resolves, Coulson earns random AP for any countdown. So they work really well together. Let's go white and yellow here. I want to get that blue next. Or should we go for... Yeah, let's go for yellow. Coulson's yellow is deceivingly good. And I'm going to forget as we play here to try to make a real effort for purple for Coulson. Usually Coulson tanks purple and his icons are on the tiles. And when it has Hawkeye, I remember Hawkeye's purple is passive, so I don't usually try to make a big priority of purple, but it is important in this case. I absolutely love Coulson's tile swap. Look at that. Nice drop there. Incredible cascade. Very nice. Okay, so She-Hulk has 6 green. Tried to avoid it. She got a nice cascade as well. So we're going to play a whole bunch of abilities to get that AP spent down in case she's going to scream some of it away. So what do we want to do? probably play... Maybe I should have played that stun arrow some time ago. And you notice how we have 12 team up. When we make another match, that's going to reduce some of our countdowns to 0. They'll resolve off the board right away. So maybe what we should do is play purple right now to get that stun on She-Hulk. I think that's probably a good idea. Let's do this first. We're going to play Best Laid Plans, make an automatic match, which will cause those countdowns to resolve. What do we want to do for a free match? Probably go for a red match. We'll go for this spot here is probably good. Now watch the countdowns. Just because we made a match with countdowns on the board, Coulson forces those countdowns to resolve. Awesome. That buys us 3 more turns from She-Hulk having that AP effect. Now, let's just get everything played, I think. Explosive arrow. And we're not going to play red, although we have 17 of it. We'll let Blade use that for his passive. Now, I want to get this match 4 in purple naturally, but that sets them up for a match 4 in black where we would lose this countdown and the one below it. I don't think it's worth it to do that, so maybe we'll just misalign that match 4 and see what happens next. Should try to get a green also. We'll go here. Pretty good move. Explosive arrow. Great. And all the random AP that we're generating, we got enough green for Blade for his team damage ability. Might get away from She-Hulk and her green all the way if we can help it here. Blade's passive's kicking in. Awesome. Let's play Supernatural Sense. Adds red to the board. Cool. Put them in matchable locations. We'll go for Tools of the Trade. It heals Blade, but also does team damage of 11,000 plus. Very nice. And we'll get a couple more arrows played here. And now we're so far ahead in red, we can afford to play a Deep Breath. Cost 5 red to play it, and it'll try to take away 9 red when it resolves for big damage. I think it's probably worth it. Oh, cool. Look at that. She-Hulk got hit with a Bloodlust random damage, and then one of Coulson's countdowns took her out. Perfect. So which of these two do we want to go for next? That's a big hit on Iron Man. We'll leave him alone. Let's target Spidey. There's so much going on, it's hard to explain it all. We've got an extra move in black if we do a tile swap to that spot. So should we swap? We could do a bunch of different swaps. I think we'll do yellow for black. That'll be kind of interesting. Swap a black. Where's a black where a yellow would do good in its place? Probably right there. Okay. See if we can get through all of Hawkeye's arrows here. Sonic arrow creates countdowns. I'm going to run out of blue locations. Acid arrow creates attack tiles. And smoke bomb sends our team invisible for a couple of turns. And here it is, shrapnel arrow that does team damage when it resolves, and I think all the blue is occupied, so that's it for now. I don't know if we're going to get to our last arrow anyway. I'd like to match that critical, but let's do yellow this way. We'll get a white match and drop some more of our countdowns. Cool. Watch closely, there's so much going on each turn. Lost a couple good ones. Oh man, what a drop. There's so much stuff going on. I don't even know where we're at. Okay. Stop. I want to play Blades green. Well, you know what? Let's finish it with out of arrows. You don't get to see this one all the time. It is when you're out. You've played every single arrow, but you have one last direct damage with your bow for the win. Very cool. Man, we were way ahead in that match. We could have taken out a lot more enemies if that was a wave node or whatever. Here we go. Let's go on to fight Team Cap. We've got a bunch of different boosted characters to take him on with. 61,200 health is a huge deal. Let's fight him with a mix of 4 and 5 star characters. I like to take him on with Daredevil. Let's go with Iron Fist and Iron Fist's good pal, Luke Cage. Pretty awesome Defenders team, actually. We've got every color in active ability, plus some real nice passives that overlap. I want to get Daredevil to the point where he's going to be injured below 50% and then start where he starts to create strike tiles on the board as he heals. And then we've got Iron Fist. When there's strike tiles on the board, Iron Fist's blue becomes a lot more useful because it's just so much better when there's already strike tiles on the board for you. You'll earn a green AP when you play it that way. And then it also fortifies. Let's see. Let's save that green match. I don't think Iron Man's going to take it from us. Now there's only one enemy in this case, so Iron Fist's green would normally earn you black AP, but when there is only one single enemy, it just does additional damage on crowd control instead of earning black. But since Luke Cage is with him in the match, it's cool because if they had any projectiles on the board, we would punch right through them basically. So we do want to go for green as a somewhat of a priority. Here's a nice multi-combo, red, white. Well, we have that match for in black, but we'll take this red, white, and blue. House Party Protocol is kind of tough because Iron Man forces he sends his drones out in front, and you really, if you have a lot of damage to do, even with match damage, you can't hit Iron Man until those guys are out of the way. So let's see, we'll try to do I don't want him to take my black matches, which he shouldn't be doing unless there's not much else to go for. Iron Fist Black is an expensive 12 AP cost. Alright, we almost have our red built up and ready to go as well. This is looking pretty good. We just need Daredevil to take more damage. I can't seem to get him up in front enough here. I don't want to play blue until we have some strike tiles on the board. Maybe we'll go about it the other way. There we go. Daredevil's closer to 50% now. And by the other way, I mean we can play black first, which would change our protect tiles to strike tiles. I think that's what we'll try to do. Okay. Yep, I was afraid we'd get these guys back. Now we got to take them out one at a time. Alright, so let's do this. I should have had Daredevil take that shot. 2-move combo for extra damage while the stun is in place, but the other drone jumps in front to take the hit. Okay, so here's what we have going on. I think we're ready to do this. Let's play crowd control on this front enemy. We do earn black since there's there's more than one enemy remaining. Perfect. Let's play Like Unto Iron on this guy. That's a big hit. We've now got strike tiles everywhere. Awesome. Blue adds a strike and fortifies others. We can do it twice. Earn more green back. Play green on a single enemy for big time damage, and we can end it with bunch of fiddle faddle. Look at the damage on this. 32,500 normally, but if there's no enemy special tiles on the board, and there are none, 52,130 damage. Very much over. Cool, that was fun, team. Took out the boss for 61k. Let's hit a side node, and I think we're going to just about meet personal progression after we fight the boss again. Who do we want to take on? Oh, this one. The Jim Hammond Human Torch. Let's bring him in here. And if you've seen this before, sorry if you've seen it, but it's just awesome. His teaming with Okoye is pretty incredible. We'll use her yellow and red, her yellow, Hammond's green and red, so black, purple, and blue are the... We can look for a 4-star that has black, purple, or a blue combination. Or any mix around there. You know what? Let's just go with Peggy for fun, and we'll work toward her blue ability. See if we can get it. That'll also help in case... Yeah, Professor X's purple is pretty inexpensive, and Peggy increases enemy costs. So there's 2 match 4s, red or black. I think we probably better go for red, especially since it picks up green on the other side. Who do we want to hit first? Gotta pretty much think Professor X is the most dangerous with his ability to go invisible so easily. And we'll save Hulk for last. Get an early jump on yellow if possible, and then also green. I like to play green only once I have my yellow built up, because that ensures that I can get my repeaters fortified so that they have less concern of being matched away. Here's an extra move, so don't play your abilities when there's an extra move on the board. Kind of as a general rule, because you don't want to accidentally have the cascades that happen, affect the tiles you're about to place on the board, or whatever effect you're going for. Okay, we're doing good on blue also. Match 4 in blue coming up. We'll take that first. And I want to play my green, but this is just too good. A drop of match 4. Now I think we can finally do it. Okay, Hulk's got 7 green. That's dangerous, but check this out. We got everything ready to go. Peggy's blue. Let's play Wildfire. Now we can play... let's see. Yeah, we'll play Indomitable Spirit. Fortifies that Wildfire countdown, or repeaters, so it's less likely to get matched away by accident. Let's play Do As Peggy Says. That'll stun the 2 non-target enemies. And Professor X has 4 purple. His purple normally costs 7, but with Peggy in the mix, it costs 10. So now all of a sudden I'm not as worried about him. Let's move over and hit Hulk while he's stunned. Red drops white. And watch what these Wildfire CDs, their repeaters, do in the background for damage. 12,000 just hit. Professor X. That's great. And we did lose a Peggy countdown. That's very unfortunate. And look, there's 2 more of her countdowns that deal 20,000 damage each, but they're at risk of being matched away. So because of that, let's actually, this is way overkill, but let's take Professor X out with a shot from Peggy, and now we'll also try to build up more red for Torch. Watch the wildfire damage. 26,000. Cool. Get white so that we get a little bit more damage from these wildfires. It's going to be crazy. 65k Hulk taken all the way out, and then Peggy does the rest. What a complete domination in that match. Very cool. All right, we're back to face Team Cap. If we look at our totals here, we're at 837,000. Does 61k get us there? We might have to fight another side node to make it work. That's okay. Let's take this team on with Captain America Infinity War. He is a perfect matchup for this boss. We'll go ahead with Jessica Jones. So we have red. Purple is pretty good for him. She also has red, but black and blue. So yellow and green active abilities would be nice here if we could pick somebody to round out our colors. And I want to go with boosted character. I don't know that we have a yellow-green combo. Yeah, we do have Invisible Woman. She might not be terrible here. I don't think she adds a whole lot to it, but we'll see if we can make this work. Her green will hit pretty hard, and there we go. We have a green match 4 to start. And I do like Invisible Woman's blue ability. I don't know that we're going to play it here, but it has some underrated qualities in that she can trap in force bubbles enemy countdowns and repeaters. I think repeaters, countdowns for sure. Then they just will no longer have an effect on the board. So it works really well against, I think, yeah, it's repeaters, because it works really well against Kitty, and her repeaters very difficult sometimes. Medusa's repeating countdown, it traps that as well, so it's really pretty good. So look at enemy AP here. He's got 8 yellow. That's dangerous because of his house party protocol. Now we can play Cap's Man Without a Country. We'll pick a yellow tile. Just go there. Not only does he reduce AP in yellow, but for that 5 turns of the countdown, the enemy can't play a yellow ability. Kind of puts that on lockdown for a little bit. And I'm trying to hunt for traps here. What are we going to do? Maybe the blues will be lined up. Like I said, maybe the blacks will be lined up. Got a trap. That earns red AP since it's our team's strongest color. And kind of set him up for that, didn't we? That's okay. I really want to get our red, and that red match has a trap in it. I don't want to hit that trap now that we have this thing pretty much figured out. That's okay. Let's play Force Field Crush. Deals a bunch of damage, and would put a random trap or bubbles on the board that are basically just locks in place. And I wanted to finish it out with coup de grace from Cap. As you know, it does 17,000 damage plus about 1,000 for each of all of our AP added together. It's absolutely huge. That's okay. This thing's over. We could also play Jessica's red, so we'll do that. And we get the victory. Ran pretty good there. How far did we go in our progression? Look at that. We're so close to the token. Let's do one more single fight. And we just did Human Torch, and we could take Storm into a battle or Sam Wilson Falcon. That's a 3-star. Let's go ahead with Storm here. and we can use our 5-star Storm. I think that'd be a little more efficient. Or yeah, let's go for it. Okay, so who have we not used yet from the boost list? We haven't used Black Widow. She's going to be good for red and purple. We'll use Storm's black and yellow, so we could use a blue and green. I like to round out colors for the team. You certainly don't have to. It just seems as though every time I make a match in a color that doesn't even help my team build up for an ability, it feels kind of wasted. Oh, wait a minute. We could go with Wiccan here. He has a passive blue, but a pretty cool green. Let's go for it. I haven't used him for a long time. He might be decent in this wave battle. Let's take on Ares first. Okay, this could be a tough match. They have a whole lot of health. And I didn't heal my Black Widow before this, so we could be in a little bit of a challenge. But Storm has a really nice, strong team damage from her black. And once we get 6 AP in each color, Wiccan will force himself to the front and has a pretty good healing ability, so maybe we'll be able to sustain the match this way. Need another yellow match and some purple, 1 red, and we will transform Wiccan into the Demiurge. There's some red, very nice. Need that yellow. Perfect. Need 1 purple AP. Let's see if we can get it from... Oh man, he took our green away. I should have watched that a lot more closely. Gamma Siphon is just absolutely debilitating if you aren't ready for it, and there I wasn't. Guys, there's a match 3 on the board. That sets up an extra move automatically. Can you see it? Do you know where it's at on the board? Right in the upper middle, this blue match drops a black down, and it's going to do a ton of damage with those charged tiles. Very nice. Okay, so we lost our green, and there's hardly any green on the board. That stinks. Let's see. Blue-white combo, or should we go with that red? Or, let's see. Man, there's all kinds of things we could do. Better get to match 4. Imaginaut creates some pretty strong special tiles and some other effects. Need to watch out for that. Man, we're in trouble. I don't know how we're going to get that green back with this board. But at least we have... Oh, there we go. Sentry's going to give us a bunch of green. Oh, no, they used Hulk's green instead. Man, that's tough. This is looking like a pretty tough battle here, guys. I'm waiting so long to get transformed to the Demiurge, but we now have all 6 AP colors in at 6 or more, and now Wiccan is going to force himself to the front of the battle after this turn. This is great news. Let's go ahead and play Gathering Clouds. That's going to destroy all charged tiles on the board and deal team damage. Should just about knock... man, I thought that did a lot less than I thought. I thought it would be closer to 18 to 20 grand. But at least we have a shot here to knock Ares out pretty quickly. Every match we do with in blue, that's the only color that Wiccan tanks. Hopefully, I was wishing he was going to tank more colors. But every color that every time we match blue, it'll be a match 4 instead of a match 3, basically an automatic line break. So let's add green to the board with Storm's yellow here. Cool. And now we're going to build up for Wiccan's pretty cool green ability. Let's see how we go. Oh, man. Watch the purple, Rick. You guys screaming at me? Watch the purple? Oh, man, that's so bad. Oh, man, Red Hulk is just awful. We have our red here for acrobatic takedown, 15,000 damage, and if they have 12 AP in any pool, deal an additional bunch of damage. If it downs an enemy, we get a bonus out of it. I think we should take on Mr. F. This is a way too tough of a battle for the few points we're going to get that we need to earn the token from. Alright. Check out this blue match here. It'll be a line break instead of just a normal match 3. That worked pretty well. And is that it for Wiccan? Nope, real close. Got Ares down. I want to play Storm's yellow, but we're going to need to play Wiccan's yellow. Hopefully we can get a couple of heals in for him. We can make sure about that with an Okoye destruction of a row. So let's go for this row here that has that magical barrier tile on it. We'll also take away the fortification on Mr. F's. Got him down. Nice. Okay. Heal Wiccan a little bit more with that purple. Might not be enough. Red Hulk's pretty dangerous. Every blue match we do gets a line break, so if we could find more tricky ways to get line breaks, that would be excellent. Better do a purple match here. Earn tons of AP on every line break of that blue, but unfortunately Wiccan just keeps forcing himself to the front. That's a tough run for him to last very long. If anyone's below 20% health, steal random AP and deal an additional 10,000 on top of the 16,000 already. Let's do the red in my ledger. 26,000 damage. Awesome. We're going to lose Wiccan here. He's going to be up front after the next match anyway. Okay. So since that's the case, we might as well do the blue match to get the line break. We're going to lose Black Widow also. Very close. What color should we destroy? Maybe we'll destroy blue just because it won't help us. All right. Oh man. Close battle here. Barely got enough black to play Gathering Clouds again, and we finally take out Red Hulk. We have another wave coming up, which I don't think we're going to need to pass. How many points did we just earn? Did we earn enough to complete the mission? Let's jump out and retreat. We did it. Barely. got through the node, made it just over the first wave of points to earn the legendary token for personal progression. That's great. Wow, just can't believe how close that was getting through. Let's take on the Team Iron Man side of things. Alright, all we have to do is one clear here. Let's see which one would be fun. Black Panther to unlock the boss. Probably stay away from a wave node just for that. Okay, let's jump into this battle here with Black Panther. Take on this fight quickly before we get into the boss. And here's a fun team with the 4-star Black Panther. I thought it'd be fun to run him with a couple of big friends. Red Hulk for purple and green. We saw how well that could work in the last battle we fought. And Totally Awesome Hulk will probably just use his black ability here for charged tiles. And then get the automatic damage from his countdown, which adds more green to the board for Red Hulk to use. Maybe we'll use TA Hulk's green. We'll see how it goes. Not going to make the same mistake I made earlier with letting the enemy team get way too much red against me. So let's go here. And I definitely need to jump out on yellow AP and get Panther's repeater started as soon as possible. His Protector of Wakanda repeater tile is absolutely... I think it's overpowered. It only has a cost of 7, so if you can keep that thing protected on the board, he creates such strong special tiles. It's absolutely great, and keeps doing that every couple of turns. Here's our first automatic damage from TA Hulk. Nice run there on the green matches. So what do we want to do here? Probably take... What are they going to do? If they take red, I'll get a yellow match out of it. So I'll do this so I can get either yellow match in case that's the way it goes. Cool. They have 6 green. I'm not too worried about that. I can get my purple built up to steal green away from them and build it up for my team. If I get another purple match, there's nothing out there. There we go. Real nice cascade, and now we are just about to start. Alright, so there's a yellow match on the board that's a little bit dangerous. I don't want to play Protector of Wakanda yet. Let's go ahead, though, with Kinetic Shield. It places projectiles on the board, random colors. And all that really does is protect us from match damage adding up, of course. But also, when we match a projectile, it does a bunch of kinetic damage to the target. That's great. And now I think yellow looks super safe. Let's go with Protector. Every 2 turns, that's going to produce some really strong special tiles. What's our next play here? Maybe the purple over here. And, oh, I hate it when there's so many attack tiles all over the board because it gives you less locations for special tiles to be placed since so many tiles are occupied. We have a blue match, so let's play Hot Dog Stand. Might get some blue charged tiles to match. We did. I'm actually going to do a match 3 instead of 4 to keep that projectile fortified down there. And here comes Protector of Wakanda. Nice. Fortified special tiles, and look at that. We're already doing 2550 attack tiles and 3200 protect tiles on the board. Oh, man, I let him get the green. I should have played my purple right then. Oh, no. She randomly destroyed my Protector of Wakanda repeater, and I could have avoided it completely. All right. Guys, don't make that mistake at home. You got to be screaming at Rick to quit making so many mistakes. Oh, man. What a blow. All right, they have enough red, and so they could play Deadpool's red, or they could wait and decide to save up for the 10 red they need for Cyclops. We'll play Kinetic Shield again. And we have a whole bunch of green. At this point, I think I'll just go for another green match instead of wasting my purple. Since when you play Red Hulk's green ability, it depletes all of your green. So you want to be careful about that. And it costs so much at 18. You could play it at 9, but it's much better to play it at 18. There we go. That's a great spot for that. And we have a match 4 that earns us another green over there on the line break. Cool. Now we're in good shape. With 18 green, we're going to play Hammer and Anvil. This is one of the biggest team damage abilities from a 4-star. 26,000 damage when you have 18 or more. That takes Deadpool out easily. Very good. All right. What now? Probably keep red away from them. I need to also watch yellow. They're going to play his yellow ability, add red to the board. And now they found a way to get over 10 red. So dangerous. I do love Cyclops. We have a lot of fortified special tiles on the board. This is probably a good time to play by Tooth and Claw. Does damage. I have this at level 3. I usually step it up or down depending on what I have going on. There's a lot of specials on the board. Those will be improved also, each one. Good time to play it because now our projectiles are up to 11,900 and Cyclops damage shouldn't hurt quite as much. We'll get a kinetic hit here. All right. Let's move off of Cyclops. If we find a way to get a whole bunch more green, we can take him out with team damage. Very nice. 7 green. And what a good job he charged the green match I was going for. Look at that. We ran up to 15 green in one turn, 2 turns roughly. Our projectiles are doing wonders. Extra move at the top. Storm is really in trouble here. I think what we'll do is go ahead and hit Cyclops with this Mastermind Excello. Yeah, it does more damage. Oh, that's okay. Let's play it now, and we might get a drop on something good. We'll destroy maybe some area like this. A couple other random tiles will be destroyed. He's out. And if we can get some sort of match on our projectiles. Oh yeah, this one. That is it. All right, that team lasted pretty well. Look how close we are to winning this one. 89, 899, 700. One fight on the boss will do it. This will be our last match of the night. Captain America, the end of round 8. Let's get in with a really good team that's going to be designed to take out Cap. It has to include Iron Man. I like playing Iron Man along with Black Panther. And Carol is also a Team Iron Man member, so is Black Panther. On top of that, you could choose anybody that is a Team Iron Man to really improve the Mark 46, 36, 46, his red abilities damage. This is really a pretty good team. Let's go for it. We'll get into why here in a little bit, but it's mostly because of what all you get out of the Team Iron Man designation. So, with Carol on your team, anytime the enemy matches their strongest color, which is yellow, you earn AP in your team's strongest color being red. Yellow is a little bit dangerous because Cap calls for help, but... Oh, extra move too. Just watch, we run absurdly well on this one. So far, it's definitely been the case. Let's go for... We already have a 10 red to play the winning team. Does 10,000 damage, but adds extra 98.85 for each Team Iron Man on your group of allies for 30,000 damage right away. That's crazy. And we have a critical tile match. This is going to be a big deal. 10,000. He matched yellow, so we earned more red. We're up to 7. This is going to be the most ridiculously easy match of the whole day. Now for fun, we'll play Carol's black ability. Probably one of the best 4-star abilities in the game. And with a yellow match, we get the win already. Nice job. Get the legendary token for personal progression, and we are done with Civil War. Everything is complete for personal progression and the team alliance progression. And look at this, we've got the 4 tokens ready to pull in the Worthy Challenger store, hoping to get some jump on the brand new 5-star character Beta Ray Bill. We also are going to go for a couple levels in Thor, which is very dangerous for me usually because I don't want him to tank certain colors above Okoye, but we've got a good plan in place. We will do a separate video for tokens, including these 4 and a bunch more, and then we'll get into some PvP action and Crash of the Titans. Stay tuned for that, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Please hit the MPQ icon you have on the left side of the screen to become a subscriber. If you haven't yet, please tell your alliance mates to check it out and join in the fun. If you need more MPQ on YouTube, hit up MPQ Mastery. Thanks again. Have a good night.